Hey, everybody, good morning, or whatever time you're reading this, listening to this. I wanted to tell you about a beautiful experience that happened for me yesterday, actually, that I'm processing this morning during my quiet time. Um, I got to go for a walk with my friend Alan Briggs. And if you don't know Alan, he's a guy who has really dialed into his superpower. This guy understands his design, and I would say what I noticed, even talking with Alan, we walked through Palmer Park yesterday evening for probably an hour and a half, just talking. And I'm at a stage in my life where I've got some interesting opportunities and decisions. And I think for all of us, we reach moments where we need a little bit of extra wisdom, and I'm in one of those moments in my life. And so I got to walk around the beautiful landscape of Palmer Park. If you've ever been there, just all these hills and cliffs and rock formations, and we're under this blue sky, and we're just walking, just I'm following Alan, he knows the way, and we're just walking up and down and around and through, and I'm barely even aware of my environment half the time because the discussion is so deep and intense and good, right? And so just what a beautiful moment that I got to have, and got to experience the gift that is in Alan, which is this gift for clarity, this gift for guidance, wisdom, careful listening, asking questions, and ultimately, he really helps challenge and call forth potential in people. And I have at multiple times in the last several years really experienced that gift. And it's so relevant here to this newsletter because, that's what am I even doing here? I am trying to give people a framework and a passion for paying attention to the way that they're built, paying attention to the way that they're designed, and the culmination of identity, design, and experience that leads to something called calling, right? Where, man, your whole self from your guts is now aligned in a direction, and you understand the work that you have to do in the world, and you get to joyfully put your hand to the plow for the rest of your life doing something meaningful in the world that only you could do. See, that's all I'm doing with the superpower quest, is trying to call people upwards into that place. And when I encounter people who have who have gotten that level of clarity and who have reached that place of calling in their own lives, I just want to tell those stories, right? Because I want I believe that everybody has calling. Everybody has a superpower. Everybody has this seed of goodness and excellence inside of them, and if you cultivate and nurture that seed, man, you have no idea the the growth, the tree that's gonna exist in the world, and the fruit and the shade and all the good things that are going to happen through you, um, simply by living in cooperation with the gift and the design that you were given. And so shout out to my friend Alan. I got to receive the gift yesterday of clarity and encouragement and growth, that happened in the way that he does it, which is on adventure. Like, all right, let's go for a hike and let's talk, and let's go up and down in the rocks, and let's be under the beautiful blue sky, and let's exert ourselves physically. And in the midst of that, let's talk about the deep things of life, and come to some amazing conclusions. And so, shout out to my friend Alan, who was the inspiration for today's article. And I hope that you're enjoying the journey with me. And let's just keep moving, man. Let's keep moving in the direction of in the direction that your own design is giving you the clues of, right? learning to be attentive, learning to pay attention, learning to not neglect the gift that is in you, but to begin to treasure and value it. And then ultimately, right, it goes from I see for most people, and I think it's certainly for me, the journey looks something like this. There's something instinctual inside of you that, it's maybe kind of hit or miss, but sometimes it gets these cool results, right? This instinctive thing. And it goes from instinctive to clarified or named, right? Now you've actually taken the time to clarify and to name that gift. And then you go into the stage of intentional exercise, right? Now that I know, I can do it more, right? And more and more and more. And then from there, from intentional exercise into something that looks like genius or magic, right? Because now I've got my 10,000 hours in, and I'm doing it all the time because it's what I love to do. It's what I was made to do. It's what I'm good at. It's what brings me joy. It's what creates impact in the world. That's the journey that we're on. So I hope you've enjoyed this today, and hope you have an amazing day.